you're watching the news with me. I'm Dipavali Hazra. These are the headlines at the top of 6. Senior Karnataka BJP leaders are meeting Amit Shah and BJP Working President JP Nadda in Delhi today. On the agenda is the way ahead for government formation in Karnataka after the collapse of the HD Kumaraswamy-led coalition. The state BJP is ready to stake claim but is waiting for the go-ahead from the centre. But the BJP is now treading carefully to ensure a stable government this time. Even as the BJP staunchly defended the Triple Talaq bill, its ally JDU opposed the bill, saying that it would be better to allow the community to resolve such matters. Earlier, Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said that a number of Triple Talaq cases had come to light despite the Supreme Court judgment on it. The UPA is strongly opposing the bill and especially the criminality clause in it. The government looks like it will be able to push through the RTI amendment bill in the Rajya Sabha, where it so far has not had the numbers to secure the passage of legislations on its own. Reports say that the Prime Minister has managed to get fence-sitters like the TRS and the BJD and the PDP on board. The Congress staunchly opposes the amendments, saying that they will dilute the law. Samajwadi Party MP Azam Khan quoted controversy when he made a sexist comment on BJP's Rama Devi, who was officiating the proceedings in the Lok Sabha during the debate on the Triple Talaq bill. Members of the House demanded an apology from him, but Khan said he made the comment as he views Rama Devi as a sister and then walked out of the House. Speaker Om Birla cautioned MPs over language used in the Parliament. The court-appointed forensic auditors have told the Supreme Court that the Amrapali Group entered into sham agreements with Riti Sports Management Private Limited or RSMPL to divert home buyers' money. RSMPL promotes the brand of MS Dhoni. The forensic auditors say that the agreements did not stand the test of law and were signed only to make payments to RSMPL. Nalini Sriharan, who is a life convict in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, has been granted leave for a month by the Madras High Court to attend her daughter's wedding. According to the conditions imposed on her by authorities, Nalini cannot leave Vellore during the period of her leave or speak to politicians and the media. This is Nalini's first long leave in her 28-year-long incarceration. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.